And we're recording. Hello again, and welcome to the Scooby-Doo First Frights 90% tutorial. In part 2, we're going to be starting episode 1, level 1. And timing for this speedrun starts on selecting the first level. So we start now. So we're just going to skip through these cutscenes. And you want to go diagonally, and then kind of just make your way here. So you want to reach the Scooby Snacks before Shaggy says fuel up. And here's just standard platforming. You want to jump attack there. Oh, I missed it. But ideally, what you want to do is, before Velma finishes her speech, you want to be over by this platform. And you can just attack and hit through here. And just move through here. And what you're supposed to do is, before Shaggy says history, you're supposed to be at the first medallion cutscene. Now, we're gonna do first medallion skip, because normally when you come here, you jump up and then you get the medallion, but then a cutscene plays and then another cutscene plays where the dumpster is put down. But we're gonna do first medallion skip. So what you want to do is you want to position Scooby here. So how I do it is, you kind of want to have him point towards the wall around here, and then what you want to do is go down and back, so diagonally backwards, and then do a double jump. So, oh, kind of like that. So you're kind of here. It's hard to do it there. So like you kind of want him facing the wall. So normally when you see people doing runs of this, usually they just walk towards it and then they just do the jump. So that's kind of a good setup, because you want to have Scooby facing the wall directly. So you go here, you jump. Oh. You have to hold it all the way, because you don't want to kind of waver and go off, because it's a very like precise kind of like positioning here. So you want to be able to go as far back and then just go for it. Oop. Ah, gosh, I keep messing this up. So now we let Fred and Shaggy talk. So we're just gonna run all the way over here, and then we're gonna position Shaggy so that once the dialogue finishes, we can just switch to him and pull the lever.
He's gone, Scoob, like a phantom.
Switch to him, pull the lever, and then we skip the cutscene. And here is pretty straightforward. We just go and we hit the pressure switch. We grapple up here with Shaggy, and then we wait for Scooby to come. Sometimes Scooby will teleport, like just now. And then we just go and we finish the first section. So now we're moving on to Fred and Velma. Have to wait for them to stop talking. There's a lot of short little cutscenes like this in the game, so you know, you can't skip them, so we just gotta deal with it. Oh, I almost forgot to explain. So here we're just doing an extended jump, so we kind of want to let ourselves fall off of the little crate here. Oh gosh, I'm messing it up. So you kind of want to like fall off a little bit, then jump. So I'll just do it a few times. This jump is pretty lenient, and there's also another way to get up there without having to do this. You can also just jump on this ball. Oh boy. But it is slower, seemingly. We don't know if this is faster. It probably isn't, but you can jump on this like little basketball thing. You can jump on this, and then you can, oh my gosh, I'm messing everything up. You can jump on this and jump up there, but it's not really as consistent because of how the collision on the ball works. But this is a lot more using the crate. It's a lot more consistent. Just let yourself fall off for a bit. It's a very lenient trick. It's not as hard as it looks. So then we come in here and then we turn the crank to turn on the generator. And then we immediately switch to Velma, because coming up we have Velma terminals. So we have to do. So those red things are called terminals, and once you interact with them, you have to enter a specific number of inputs on the D-pad or with the control stick. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is random. It's not consistent. So there isn't a consistent pattern. It's actually just dependent on what the game wants to give you. So sometimes you get lucky and you don't mess up, sometimes you may mess up. There's a lot of leniency with this game. So, but there is only one section where the terminals are actually consistent. And so you saw when I finished this one, I just ran. I immediately switched to friend and I got the clues. And this is the most optimal thing to do. And then you want to stay as Velma for this, and skip the cutscene, and then we're just killing. We're just killing these skeletons. Now usually this is quite slow, so because they have to jump out, and then sometimes extra ones come out because they don't all spawn in at the same time. So just killing them, and then here you don't really have to do anything because after they finish talking, the cutscene activates. So we skip this cutscene as well, and this is our next trick. So normally you just climb the Daphne pole to reach there, but that takes too much time. We can just jump over this. So what you want to do is, like, once it starts to fade in, you kind of want to jump here as Daphne, and you want to do another extended jump. I missed it. So you kind of want to do that, but if you can't do that and if you fall short, as long as you touch the building more or less, you can just switch to Scooby and you can proceed. And then you go through the dog door, and then you skip the cutscene. So here we're gonna actually do something different. Usually what we do is we'd switch to Daphne and charge the guys there, but we're gonna do a charge attack. Then it usually hits 2 or 3 of them, and then you can just jump attack the last guy. So again, practice your jump attacks because this is very important for combat. And we switch to Daphne, and here's just more walking. So just walk around. You can do some jump attacks, but you can do some whole jumps, double jumps, because sometimes the game does drop your input. So, and then here we did another charge, and then we kill these guys. Jump attack. And you want to be as close to the exit as possible, but if you're a far way back, it's no big deal, you know. And then here's another trick. Basically, like right here, it starts playing a cutscene. So what you can do is when you're kind of walking into it, you can dash. You don't have to do that because it just saves like maybe like a second or 2 walking. So it's nothing big. And here you want to charge again, because once you finish with this costume, once you finish unlocking this costume, some musketeers are gonna appear, and you have to kill them to proceed. So then this is 5 inputs here to get the chest. You exit and you kill these guys. Just jump attack the last one. And here is the most annoying fight in the game. So this is witch fight. So you have to kill like 6 of these witches. So what you want is you really just want to ground pound them as much as possible, and then just attack them. But sometimes you're gonna fly before you can get them. So if they do start flying, all you have to do is just, oh, this is actually a really good one. Oh no, So when they start flying, assume they're invincible for a short period of time, but you can kind of get them after a minute, a second or two, and then we're done with 1-1. You skip the cutscene, and that's it. So I'll just do one chase one time because it's such a short level. Skip the cutscene at the beginning, and the chase levels aren't really special. So here, instead of jumping, you can just walk past here. So right where you see the water part kind of ends, you can just walk. These are the only 3 sections. It's only the 3 parts at the beginning of the level where you can do that. Every other part you have to jump over it. So here we can just jump attack. Oh, I missed that. So we can just jump attack over this. And we kind of just do this for the entirety of the level. It's not a very interesting level. These are kind of like the it's kind of like your downtime during the run. Besides the auto scrollers, which there are only like 3 in the game, so at least 3 that we partake in. And here we finish chase. Skip the cutscene. And we exit this level, and then we go into 1-2. So here we're gonna do a very safe route for this level because there are some skips in the next 2 sections, but we're not gonna do them. So here, I'm just gonna give you the general clue route. I have videos, I'll leave a link in the playlist if you wanna have them for review, but here we just get those 2 clues, we kill this guy, there's another clue over here, and then there's a clue from the desk, and then we're done. So as I said, I'll leave a playlist where we have all of the clue and sandwich routes for the game compiled, all the optimal ones, and you can just follow those if anything, if you need to just have for reference. And you have to wait for this cutscene. There's a way to skip this as well, but it's not it is consistent, but it's a more advanced strategy. And here, I'm not explaining anything. We have to do this jump. So this is another, oop, I'm lagging. We have to do another extended jump here, where it can get a bit finicky because of the camera, but basically you kind of do the same thing. You let Fred, oh gosh, you let Fred go off of the ramp, off of the railing, and then you just do a space jump. So the key is to kind of extend your jumps as much as possible. So like before you start falling, you want to, you know, jump again. So you kind of want to let yourself fall a little bit, or kind of glide in the air. Well, I guess I kind of. And then here you can just run in the corner until Daphne spawns, or teleports to you, and then you two just pull the lever. And now we're in this section, so it's a short fight section here. Another bit of downtime, I guess. But my strategy here is just kind of like running around because they kind of like to spawn above you, like directly above you. So you kind of want to like lead them around and then just ground pound them as soon as they land. So sometimes that'll happen where they don't actually die, but it's not that bad. Right. Get to this next section. Get into this horrible looking library. I mean, they could have done better. So then here is just, you know, general platforming. Sometimes the AI can get stuck in certain places, so you kind of just want to do this as normally as possible, especially as a beginner. So yeah, here you can just jump over it, and you enter this, and now we're doing headless horseman skip, not skip. There's a way to skip this, but like it's not very much faster. So then right there, what I did was I kind of just baited him. Usually what you might see is either you get him to go down, or you just do what I did and you kind of just go around. So you kind of want to make sure, because what the AI does in this game is they will almost immediately attack if they notice you. So it's kind of like a way of manipulating it, but it's not really something consistent per se. So what I did was I just moved off to the side, I jumped up, and then I ground pounded him twice because that's the fastest way to kill him. So coming into this section, we can jump on this crate and just do an attack, and jump here. You might want to wait for Daphne if she kind of lags behind a bit, because then that messes up the camera. And here's another extended jump skip. We can skip having to switch to Daphne by just doing that. So you kind of want to like walk out of here and then kind of go over to the little gear here. Okay, I'm stuck. Oh boy. And then here you just ground pound it, and you just go to the end, and you can just wait for Daphne to come over. Although you don't need Daphne necessarily, because there's a set time to where the camera allows you to move forward. And then this next part, we can just jump on top of these, and we can just walk over these because we don't want to get hit. Here we jump, and then what we can do is we can jump on top of this kind of mound of dirt or sand or whatever it is. And we can jump on top of this pipe, and then we jump in the air, and then we skip having to wait for the elevator to bring us up. And we can do a dash there right before entering the little cutscene. And here's another skip. We can skip doing this chest. You want to jump on the chair, jump on this kind of like board. Oh boy. You want to jump on the sign, and you kind of want to just hold right. Oh boy. Oh gosh. Oh boy. You want to hold right and then just double jump. And then you'll fall out, and then you just want to go back in and touch the door. Then we skip this cutscene. We walk for a little bit. We can dash. And then we gotta wait for this guy to go down. Hit him. Ground pound. Hit him again. Go up here and then dash. And then we've completed 1, 2. Now we can do the boss. So here we kill the skeleton here, and these are where we have the consistent ones. So what we can do, all you have to do is do, oh boy, up, down, left, right, right. And the other one is similar, but it's oh boy, but it's up, down, right, left, left. So it's just a mirror. And here we just ground pound these guys. And then we hit this guy. So this is one of like the very like difficult fights. This is kind of where your runs might go to die, because the Phantom has insane amounts of invincibility. So like he can kind of like tank a lot, and he'll negate a lot of your attacks. So you kind of just have to take what you get. But the strategy is to just charge up your attacks and kind of wait for him to like, you know, do something. So you're just doing this over and over. Oh boy. And we're almost done. Oh boy. And done. Alright. So we're finished with episode 1. You can skip this cutscene. Fun fact, the villain in every single episode is the guy in the middle, so as if that even matters. You can still progress in the game even when you choose the wrong villain. But we're finished with episode 1, and we can move on to episode 2. So in the next video, I'll probably go over level 1. But just wanted to get the first episode out of the way because it's the shortest episode ever. Because every other episode takes about 30 minutes on average. Even for like a really good runner. maybe 29 minutes, 28 minutes, but it gets a bit harder from here because there's a lot more tricks that you have to memorize. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.